Hi, I'm Michael Norman with the Law Office of Barton Morris. We're a criminal defense firm in Royal Oak, Michigan, and today we're going to discuss the new expungement law. Michigan's new expungement law is extremely progressive in that it has opened up the door to many people who were previously not eligible for expungement. Previously, only one felony and 2 misdemeanors was expungible. Now it opens up the door to people with up to 3 felonies and an unlimited number of misdemeanors, which is one of the most inclusive laws in the country. The waiting time to apply for expungement has been reduced under the new law for misdemeanor offenses. Previously, it was a 5-year waiting period. Under the new law, it's only 3 years. Additionally, there's no waiting period to apply to expunge misdemeanor marijuana offenses for crimes that were illegal before December of 2018 and are now legal. The one bad night rule in the new expungement law is one of my favorite parts of the law because it takes into account the reality of how criminal cases actually work. The one bad night rule allows multiple offenses committed on one incident to be handled as one crime. Let me give you an example. I had a client who had a minor drug problem, had a felony conviction for possession of ecstasy. A short time later, he saw a vehicle running at a gas station, jumped into that vehicle, and took off. The police attempted to pull him over. He fled before being ultimately stopped, and when he was stopped, they found more ecstasy on him. Under the old law or the new law, essentially that would make him ineligible for expungement. However, with the one bad night rule, the 3 felonies that occurred related to the auto theft, the fleeing and eluding, and then the possession of the controlled substance are counted as one offense. And so this person is now eligible to have their entire record cleared for something they did when they were young and maybe not making the best decisions. The automatic expungement provision in the new law will not go into effect until at least 2023, depending on whether or not local jurisdictions get funding to implement this new law. Additionally, the automatic expungement law is limited to certain offenses. For instance, offenses that are expungible on application, such as assaultive convictions, and drug offenses may not be automatically removed. Additionally, the time period for automatic expungements is much longer than the time period to remove convictions by application. The automatic provision waiting period is between 7 and 10 years, whereas on application the waiting period is only 3 to 7 years. The benefits to expungement are improved career options, improved housing options, lower insurance rates, the ability to possess a firearm, and just life in general. Once you open up the door to increased earnings and better housing, better schools for your children, it can improve the overall quality of your life tremendously. Expungement will assist in career advancement because 80% of employers run background checks before hiring an employee. Employers also run background checks before promotions of existing employees. So having a clean record opens up doors to new opportunities, both for new jobs and your existing job. A CPL is a concealed pistol license. It allows you to carry a firearm in Michigan, either in your vehicle or concealed on your person legally. In Michigan, barriers to obtaining a CPL are felony charges. Any charge that carries more than a year in jail potentially can prevent you from getting a CPL. Once you get an expungement, that barrier is removed and you can be eligible for a CPL. Insurance rates for life insurance and homeowners insurance can be affected by a criminal record. Insurance seeks to mitigate risk, and criminal behavior is seen as risky, and therefore you pay higher insurance rates. Once you have an expungement, you're eligible for lower insurance rates. Some of the benefits for an expungement related to housing are that most rental properties run background checks and criminal histories and will not rent to someone with felonies and certain misdemeanors. Once you have an expungement, you're now eligible to live in better places. You have more options for housing and better neighborhoods for yourself and your children, access to better schools, and a better life overall. Having access to student loans can greatly increase your income. People with college degrees earn, on average, $30,000 more per year than people with only a high school diploma. Having a criminal record can prevent you from being eligible to receive student loans, which typically makes the cost of a college education unbearable for most people. So having an expungement and making yourself available and eligible for student loans can tremendously increase your lifetime earnings and immediate income. Expungement is a very low cost option considering the benefits to employment, as people tend to earn 25% more within the 2 years after an expungement. It opens up doors to obtaining student loans, and people who have a college education earn $30,000 on average more than their counterparts with only a high school education. It opens up doors to better housing, as we mentioned, better schools. And so when you look at all the benefits, lower insurance rates of an expungement compared to the initial cost, which can be as low as $2,500, it's a drop in the bucket, and there's no reason that you should look at it as being cost prohibitive.